Live. Let's get rid of that. And get rid of this. Hello, my friends. I'll give everyone a minute to hop on if they are able, and if not, that's okay. I understand. I haven't been very active lately, going live or in a lot of things. I've been very busy. Granted, I've taught, let's see, VIPKid bookings have been low with Chinese New Year. So VIPKid, I have only taught, let's try to use correct grammar. Hi, Evelyn. I am just kind of rambling. It's good. He just ate good. So normally with VIPKid, I teach upwards of 70 classes. Hi, Casey. A month, 70 to 80 is my goal, and I only did about half that this time, but that was okay. Evelyn, he is or you are? Honestly, I almost just went to get back in bed instead of doing this. Oh, my face is so red. With iTutorGroup this month, I was trying to make up the difference with VIPKid. So I have taught, it's going to be slow. Okay. 182 classes, I think you are. I don't blame you. And Casey, you're going to bed after this. Casey, this is not going to be long because I'm probably going to bed too. I've been working pretty much almost 6 days a week, 9 a.m. till 1:30 a.m., getting back up and usually doing 5 or 5:30, mostly 5:30 a.m. until lately 8 a.m. My later classes have not been booking. That is just because of Chinese New Year, and the parents are just busy and not have time to book classes because obviously with the laws, and yes, even iTutorGroup is affected by the laws. The children that are in mainland China cannot take classes after 9 p.m. Beijing, which is 8 a.m. my time. Honestly, I've kind of enjoyed getting a little extra sleep. Okay, so working on feedback and still need to eat. Go right ahead, Evelyn. Night, get some sleep. Talk to you later. This is just gonna be me rambling for a few minutes. So I titled this Crazy Classes because literally in the last 24 hours, my classes, that's how it felt. I had a student who I have had tons of classes with. She has never missed a class with me. I accidentally teacher no-showed on her last week, and she still keeps booking. I just connected with her, and she missed a class this week. So I messaged her dad, after class was over, and I said, I hope everything's okay, because obviously with what's going on, I wanted to check on her. And I said, I hope everything's okay, that I missed her. And he said, oh, everything's fine. He just forgot his wife is a doctor. So that explained when I had her in the last, she looked very dejected, which is part of the reason I went ahead and asked her about adding dad on WeChat, because I felt like that would be a way for her if she needed to talk to me or connect with me. She could. And literally when I offered it, her face lit up and she's screaming, Baba, Daddy, trying to get him to come in there. So she's a very, very sweet young lady. And when I first met her, all she would do was like scream all the answers. And now we've made it into like a fun game. And she's one of those kids that once you win her over, like she's amazing. Very smart. So she missed a class, which is crazy. And then I had a student last night, new student to iTutorGroup, his very first class, meaning that he's just started, obviously, and is in Wuhan. So I'm guessing because he's been cooped in his house for 10 days, that dad decided, oh, we'll have the money to take classes. We need to have him do something. He said he was tired of TV. So the funny part was he's a 12-year-old boy, and we were talking fashion design of all topics. So he said, I don't like fashion. I just wear t-shirts. And he was just so funny. He said that he doesn't like his school clothes that, here, I can take this off right now while nobody's typing anyway. He doesn't like his school clothes because they are boring. He said American school clothes are colorful. He said he only gets black, blue, and white. That's all he gets to wear to school. So they are boring. So he was very funny though. Like the whole time, I am very much like Kelly. I like to stick to my time limit. I do not go past usually 26 minutes unless there's an IT issue or some reason I need to. I'll occasionally go to 28 with a regular. I do try to be careful. I have one student with VIPKid who I always come really close, if not occasionally going over 30 minutes, is like pulling teeth to get the answers out of. She knows the stuff, or at least is trying, but at the same time, she acts very apathetic. And so it's like pulling teeth. And once you get her going, you can finally get her to participate, then she'll does amazing. So sometimes I'll go over with her if I don't have a class after. Jolly sometimes and Yuen, some of my favorite students I'll just hang out with and talk to for a couple minutes extra before my next class if I have time. But generally, especially with new students, I'm always on time. Well, he was funny last night. Like I said, he's been cooped up in the house for a while. So we were just laughing and having a fun time the whole time. And I looked at the clock and I didn't have a class after, and it was at 33 minutes. And I was like, oh, I need to go. This was 1:33 in the morning here. I needed to get to sleep. So it took a while to wind down after his class, but he was a lot of fun. My last class I just taught. This shows you the difference if any of my recruits, I have a few recruits that have been watching my videos as well. So if you have not taught ESL online, it is not all sunshine and roses. My last class was hard. It was very hard. So this info about the student said she was 7. I would say teen, maybe probably 17-year-old girl came on screen. She barely wanted to answer questions. She said all she's done is sleep and eat, sleep and eat, sleep and eat. That's all that she can do. So my guess is that she's on lockdown as well. I did not pry. If they don't tell me where they are, I don't ask questions. I try not to. Okay, so there's 2 opinions about this about the coronavirus going on. VIPKid, fellow teachers are just saying, encourage love, don't bring it up, which obviously I'm not going to, but just be there for them. iTutorGroup, when it first happened, sent out a message to us telling us to tell them how to avoid it. They're wanting us to discuss it. I'm of the opinion that if they don't bring it up, I don't want to stress them out more, especially my children. Now, adults, I'm cool with. I'll talk to them. And I swear every lesson I've had in the last 3 days, medicine related. So it's been brought up a lot. But yeah, if they don't bring it up, I try not to bring it up. I feel like they need this time away from those thoughts just to have some fun. So I've tried to make my classes fun for them. But back to this last class. She said she'd been cooped up. There's nothing to do. Excuse me, I'm taking a sip of water. She's half participating, half not. Hi, Janie. Oh, thank you. You like my new background? Isn't it so cute? These are clip art. Y'all, this is just clip art, and I cut hearts. So this is just paper. I am all about cheap, and I printed all 6 of those on 2 sheets of paper, so it didn't cost me anything. But anyway, back to the student a few minutes ago. So I was teaching her, and she was sort of participating, not a lot. She was sort of participating. And then about 12 minutes in, we were reading a story. She'd read the first page. I had answered her. She had a question about, it had the child in the story's name was Theo. And she said, what's a Theo? And I said, oh, he's the boy in our story. And we were talking about it, and she was kind of participating, kind of. Then she cut her camera off, and that was it. 12 minutes. Cut her camera off, was done. Okay. So I gave her a few seconds. Sometimes they need to run to the bathroom or something. So I gave her a few seconds. Nothing. Called her name, said hello, asked her questions, Dora did the rest of that page. The problem was it was a story that she needed to read it to me. Obviously, I can read English, right? I did not feel like, and I don't feel like if it's something like that with an older student who can speak English, that you need to always Dora it. So I literally spent from minute 12 of the class to minute 25 calling. We don't have firemen with iTutor. It's PMIT. So I called IT, and asked them for help. And they put Chinese on the screen, and they tried to help. I called her name. I said hello. I said, I'll wait for you. So we literally got done like 5 slides. I'm always about giving students all their stars just because they're free. If they do anything, I'm willing to give them. iTutorGroup encourages us to at least give 3 stars. So I gave her 3 stars. I did not give her 5. She did not earn 5. She shut down on me. She would not respond. And the thing is, you could hear her. You could hear the TV. It wasn't, an IT issue. I requested that she turn her camera back on because, like I said, she cut it off. iTutorGroup, I've said before, you do not have to have the students do not have to have their camera on. So she had cut hers off. So I requested it multiple times to turn it back on. And the thing is, and I guess what bothered me with her the most wasn't that she shut down on me. And this is part of the reason I did not Dora this lesson. She said at the beginning of class, she said, because we were asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up. She said she wants to be a doctor because her father's always ill. I'm like, well, that's a wonderful thing. And the next question was, and this was on the screen, the next question was, do you think you'll be that? And she said no, that she wasn't good enough. That I said, what do you mean? And she said her grades weren't good enough. She wasn't good enough at school. But what I saw from her in our class was her not even giving me any effort. I don't know if she was just that dejected. I don't know if she's that upset about what's going on over there, if she's that bored with nothing to do. But yeah, she just did not want to engage. I tried everything. Like I always do to you, if you're still watching, if you're listening, what would you do in that case? Would you Dora and read it for her? Ask questions and just not respond or give an answer? Or would you do like I did and choose to wait her out? Knowing full well that she's there, she's just refusing to participate. So let me know in the chat box, what would you do? I would love to know. Did I do the wrong thing? It's possible. This is the first time I've ever waited a student out. Normally, I always Dora a lesson. I'm all more than willing. Something about this class, though, I just felt like she could do it and she was choosing not to. Yes, Janie, she's a teen. It said on the said on our portal that she was 7, but she was 17. I saw her. She was on for the first 12 minutes talking with me, answering questions, reading with me. And then at about 12 minutes, she shut her camera off and refused to say another word. And nothing happened to encourage that. Like literally, we were just talking. I asked her a question and I was helping her read in the story to find the answer. And that was it. Casey, definitely case by case. I normally will ask the question, give wait time, then I answer and move on. Okay, so that's what I did. I had on the slide that she stopped talking on, she read the story. She asked me a question about the story. So I answered her question. I asked her some questions. She didn't respond. I waited. She didn't respond. And so I was like, oh, okay. And I answered it and I highlighted in the text the answers. They were specific questions. And then I asked her more of a, what do you think kind of question? Yeah, Janie, that's what I thought too, which is why I didn't Dora it. I felt like mom and dad might need to see that I tried, and I did not just sit here. Let me say that. I constantly was talking to the IT people, saying hello, calling her name, asking her to help me. I put on the screen, I will wait till you're ready, because she could have gotten up and gone to the bathroom. She very well could have. I mean, I'd rather her tell me, but even if she hadn't, but then I could hear her breathing. And I'm like, well, did she go to sleep? Did she just refuse? And that's kind of when I decided I would just wait. No, this was the first time I've met her. And so with iTutorGroup, we get ratings, obviously, like we do with any company. But we get them out of 10, and they rate immediately after class. They have to rate within, I think it's 24 or 48 hours. I think it's 24 hours. I have really high ratings this month. I've had a few 7s this week, but I mostly had 10s and 9s and 1 8. So I also made the choice that if my ratings took a hit, it would be okay. I don't get a bonus for high ratings. So hi, Amanda. So I don't get so I'm on a fixed contract with group, so I cannot get a raise in any way, shape, or form. I don't get a bonus of any shape or form based on my rating. Based on my ratings. Some people do. So these are factors that I obviously was taking into account as I was thinking. Because, you don't know what to do. But I felt like I did the right thing with her. I contacted IT and they said, is there something? And I said, no, she is refusing to talk. And the IT person said, oh, can I write to her in Chinese on the board? And I said, sure. So even the IT person was like, what in the world, And she could hear me asking hello, trying to get the student to engage. And like I said, I kept asking for her to turn her camera back on, which you don't have to verbally ask you. There's a button you can click and it sends out a request. So I did that a few times, but she ignored me. So, if I get a bad rating, I get a bad rating. What was my ratings? I literally kept them up in case. Is that the wrong one? No. Do I have 2 of them open? Oh, okay. I do have 2 of them. All right. So I have 50 10s, 18 9s, 1 8, and 3 7s. So I have a 9.6 rating. So if she rates me low, it'll be okay. That was my thought process. So is everyone ready for Chinese New Year to end and get back to regular bookings? My bookings have been very, very spotty. How about yours? Or anybody have any questions from me? I had my regular with VIPKid today. She's always a lot of fun. She likes Hello Kitty, so I was going to draw Hello Kitty for her today and ask her, she likes to draw with me sometimes. I said, do you want to draw? And she goes, no. Okay. She knows what she wants. Amanda, your bookings have been great. That is awesome. Mine have been really down. I've had 1 night class with VIPKid book. I've opened a lot and had 1 night class book. No short notice. So pretty much at the end of my shift, like right now, if the ones didn't book with VIPKid, I'll close the slots because they're not likely to book, and then open them with iTutor and get booked. 13 class today, finished 6 this morning. I had 4 this morning. Okay, Janie, what is OBS? OBS is Open Broadcast Software. Okay, so what I use here is ManyCam. And ManyCam gives you all these visual effects on the screen, but it is really hard on your computer. Amanda's finally been getting short notice again. I feel like I teach like 7, 8 each morning while working 2, 3 nights a week. Amanda, I've been working 6 nights a week, so I'm okay with not having fully booked in the mornings, honestly. But yeah, that's great that y'all are still getting bookings. I find that if the LPs are not working, my bookings take a hit. Most of my parents, well, actually, I think all my parents, just about all but one, and have the LP book for them. Because I always get the automatic requests. Anyway, back to OBS. OBS is a different type of software. It's a streaming recording software where Manicam has its own not in-house, but in-program effects. Like this border is in-program. OBS has the option to put them in the program, and you can have them visible or not visible. It is easier on a computer. It does not. Okay, Manicam constantly runs in the background. It takes over and hijacks your mic and your camera. Amanda, I do too. I do love Manicam. It is. I'm not going to switch off of it, but I like OBS. If you saw my video of my students in class that I recorded, I was recording it live while I was teaching. I did that with OBS. OBS can record you while you're working, can record all your screens or specific screens while you're still teaching. You can still throw up backgrounds. It does do chroma cam. Like it does do you can change your background behind it. It is actually a much clearer picture than Manicam from what I've seen. I made a short video about just in general about OBS, and I linked Joe Milne's video. He goes through how to use every feature on it. For now, I'm only adding it when I want to record a class. For instance, the 1-on-2, I was asked to show it. Hey, Danny, welcome. Amanda, yeah, I don't run them constantly. That's what I was saying. Manicam runs in the background. You have to actually shut it down and Janie, if you type in OBS Studio, it'll come up. You'll find it. So, Amanda, Manicam runs even unless you shut it down completely. You have to actually go into your system list to shut it down. OBS only is on or off when I want it to be. So I do like that part. It's not going to take over your mic. It's not going to take over your camera. And it can be in conjunction with Manicam, which is what I've done before. I've had it running, both of them running at the same time. I have a very strong computer, so it's not hard on my computer. But again, OBS is like a really gentle program on your computer. It doesn't drain your CPU. Danny, I felt so sick today during class. I feel better now, but I had to sit down. Danny, I'm so sorry you felt bad. I hope you feel better for the rest of the day. I hate for anybody to feel sick. I've had that happen before. I almost passed out in class before, so I can understand. Luckily, that was with iTutor, and I could just fake an IT issue and go lay down. Yes, Amanda, run both at the same time. It will not hurt. And as long as your computer can handle it. Now, if your computer handles Manicam just fine, which yours does, obviously, you should have no trouble with OBS. OBS does have some different options, but like I said, what I use it for now is if I want to record a class while I'm teaching. And then what I do is go back in, edit the video, and cover up the student's face, because obviously you can see the students on the recording. Amanda, I was so sick this morning too. I had the trash can next to me in case I threw up. Ooh, Amanda, I hope you feel better too. Everybody's getting sick right now. It's that time of the year, right? I had an adult class last night, and this literally was our topic. Adult students in China, and we were discussing doctors and being sick. I'm like, oh my gosh. This is not the topic you want to have right now during the coronavirus outbreak. Definitely not the topic you want to have. But luckily, we kept it all really kind of more focused on our text than focused on, on the virus. But we had vocabulary words, and one was like physician, one was like infirmity. And so every time I would ask them to make a sentence with one of the vocabulary words, they would bring up the coronavirus. And I'm like, Lord, it's not something I want to just constantly discuss because I know everybody's worried about it, but we're trying to focus on, not dwelling on it while we're in class. Hi, Kelly. Welcome, welcome. Amanda, my 3 kids have had the flu for over a week. Ricky got it on Saturday. I'm the only one who didn't get it so far. My kids missed like 8 days of school. It's been rough. Wow, Amanda. I hope everyone feels better in your household. Lysol, 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 right? Scrubbing, cleaning everything, washing everything. Stuff's hard to get rid of. Very hard to get rid of. So how was everyone's classes today? I know some people have already told me they had good classes today. Anybody have any crazy classes? Like I said, my last class was fairly crazy. And so was the boy, like I said, and so was the adults. The funny thing about adult classes is you can get scheduled up to 6 students in a class. But they can, once they put yours were good except for feeling bad, Amanda. I hope you feel better. I hope you're not getting it too. Once they schedule you a class, they, with even just one student, they can add more students. So I had looked at my schedule earlier yesterday and I had 2 45-minute adult classes with 2 kids each and 2 adults each. And when I went to teach them, they had 4 adults each. So very different. Danny, I taught one student 9 times this week in a 3-day opening period at VIPKid. Wow, Danny, 9 times? How did that happen? I didn't think they could take back-to-back classes. 3-day opening period. Wow. They must have been bored at home. Danny, how did that work? Because I didn't think they could do back-to-back. So are they just doing a class skipping? I didn't think you taught that many every morning. Give us more deets. Janie's getting a lot of repeats this week too. I've had a lot of repeats on I've had a lot of repeats with iTutor, but not with VIPKid. I've just had my regulars with VIPKid. All right, so Danny said, yep, 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 3 on Wednesday, 2 on Friday. Goodness, Danny. Yeah, I agree, Casey. They just need to have a 30-minute break. I actually have a student on Sunday who still takes back-to-back classes. I don't know where she lives, though. I'm thinking she might live in Taiwan. I've taught students with a 30-minute break. I was just curious because I didn't think Danny opened enough classes to have that many. I know she only opens a certain number. That's the reason I was asking. Yeah, good thing you love her and she does well. Yeah, that's always good. Danny, thank you. Isn't it cute? I like my little critters. Here, I can move the camera up a little bit. I have my camera down right now just because otherwise I'm out of view. But there you go. There's the whole thing. It's actually a little bigger than that. Oh, Amanda, happy anniversary. Tomorrow is Amanda's 1-year anniversary, 365 days, and she's almost to 505 apples. Sometimes I sit on a pillow, which is why I have my classroom a little higher, if you're wondering. But I don't have the pillow under me right now. So I just shifted my camera down so that I was more on screen. Congrats, Amanda. That is awesome. Yeah, I have a regular who always books with me, and yeah, left me 5 apples this morning. So I'm grateful that she leaves me 5 apples. Casey, awesome, Amanda. I thought we were around the same time. I'm just hitting 6 months. Okay. That's right. Casey's 6-month anniversary is coming up. And she said her contract was up soon. That's always exciting. April, 2 years. Yeah. With VIPKid. And then June will be 2 years with iTutorGroup. Crazy. 3% for 5 Apple feedback. Yikes. Oh, Casey, let me see how much I have because I'm betting I might be lower than you on that one. Let's see if it's going to let me do. Stats. Sometimes when I'm running YouTube, it slows down for a second. Janie, happy birthday, Amanda. I'm in my second contract. Luckily, nothing lower than 5 apples. Yeah, Casey, that's awesome. I've had my share of lower than 5 apples. I am at, okay, so I actually have a little more than you because I got that one today. I'm at 4.4% for this month. But all of my months stay at like 6-8% at the most. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. I'm actually just about to get off here. I didn't realize I've been on here 30 minutes. But welcome. So anybody else have anything else they want to talk about? I just kind of want to talk about that class today, that last class. The crazy. Janie, I agree. I have two feelings on it. If they're going to push the 5 apples as important, I think there needs to be a prompt. Okay, so with iTutorGroup, when they go to leave the classroom, there's a prompt to offer them to leave feedback then. They can click no, or they can just avoid it, exit out and shut it down. It doesn't matter. But if they actually click out of the session, it prompts them if they want to leave feedback then. The downside of that is that you have kids rating you sometimes. I generally have adults rating me, but I do have some kids that will always rate me a 10 or even like lower. I think there needs to be a prompt of some sort to remind parents, maybe before they rebook you. If they're going to put such an emphasis on the 5 apples, they need to have a way to encourage the parents to leave the 5 apples. Some parents don't have the time or care about the gyms. They need to make it a reminder, some kind of reminder that's not like an email. Because, I don't know about y'all, but I don't always check I do now, but I didn't used to always check my email. All right, Danny. Well, Danny, I hope you feel better for teaching PE today. Good luck. I hope you have a good day. I think they need to think about how they're doing I think both companies evaluate their ratings. There needs to be some kind of reminder, some kind of prompt. Or even, where the child comes in and clicks it and it sends it off to the parent to do it. Exactly, Amanda. They need to make the parents know how important it is to us. With iTutorGroup, they have a message at the last page of each lesson that says, don't forget to leave your consultant feedback. Most people just ignore that, but it's a reminder, a visual reminder. And then again, like I said, they prompt us too much. There we go. They prompt them to go ahead and leave it. Again, I don't want kids rating us with VIPKid, but it would be nice to have some way of making sure the parents know it's important. I don't have all the answers, but I do know that it's not working right now. Casey, I was a long-term or sub for 6 months. Casey, a PE sub? That's awesome. You do Beachbody, right? I was looking at your website yesterday. Days run together for me. Sorry. I had a friend who used to do Beachbody before she had, a baby. All of a sudden got a baby again. Cindy, how do you make that red happen? Cindy, when you do the @ symbol just to that person, it shows up red on just your screen. Like, I don't see the red. But when she does the @ symbol at someone and no space between it. Like, I saw what they saw, that the pictures, the words on the pictures were a little kind of blurry. But I've heard Beachbody is a really good program. I just don't know a lot about it. Like I said, I had a friend who used to do it, but Kelly, doesn't work on your iPad. Okay, so it doesn't always work on everybody's. But yeah, it's just the @ symbol, and then you type their name, and it just tags them so they see that you're commenting and replying to them. It only shows up red on their screen. So Cindy, you only show up if somebody types your name. Like, it won't show up on everybody else's. And on my screen, it doesn't show any of y'all as red. It's just so that you notice that somebody responded to you. which I like that, especially if you're in a busy live feed. Casey, I probably will be getting in touch with you. I don't know, though. I don't know. I need to do something, but I also don't have extra money. The fun part of life. Trying to make ends meet, right? My husband was out of work for a few days this week. Cindy, hey, I'm scared of germs at Journey. What do you think? Cindy, if I were you, wash your hands a lot. Take hand sanitizer with you. There are a lot of people around. The buffets that we ate, or at least at the hotel that we were at for ours, it was very open. Where, I mean, most of us are adults, so they weren't like coughing on the food. But still, just be mindful. They have that. What is that? That stuff to help you keep from getting sick, boost your immune system. Cindy, I would start taking like vitamin C now, boost your immune system a little extra before you go. You should be fine though. But I mean, you know. Yes, I have a Fitbit. I didn't do a step back challenge because I don't want to lose money. Cindy, go to Journey. Journey is amazing. I would not pass up Journey for anything. Go to Journey. Take hand sanitizer. Exactly. It's in March, so things might die down by then. It'll be cold in Atlanta in March. That's about when it gets colder in the South. But so, you know, the germs won't be out as much, maybe. Hopefully. I would go. It's not worth missing it. Jenny, they might, but I feel like by then this will be kind of dying down, hopefully. I think within the next month or so they're going to get a handle on it. But they might have to pass on it. I don't know. Yes, Casey and Kelly both said amazing, and they love Journey. Yes, Journey was absolutely amazing. If I could have gone to Atlanta, if I had the money, I probably would have gone because Atlanta is only 2 hours from my mom. So I probably would have gone. Yes, exactly. Like Jane said, wash your hands, bring Lysol wipes, and you'll be fine. Cindy, you're going to get, Kelly and I've shown y'all before, but you're going to get you're going to get your name tag with your itinerary and all on it. And you're going to get all these, you're going to get these from other people. So I would agree with Janie, bring Lysol wipes. You can just wipe them off. They're in little packages, so you don't have to worry about them touching them. So yeah, just, same, Casey. I would have loved to have met you in DC when Kelly and I were there. That would have been awesome. But yeah, just, you know, this will be on you you're not going to be, it's close, but it's not that close of contact. Like you're not like up against everybody. Oh, I know what I can show y'all real quick. I forgot. So back at Christmas, some of the VIP Kid groups, talking too fast, did Christmas card exchanges, and I always do them because it doesn't really cost much to do a Christmas card exchange. Yes, I agree, Cindy. We want to hear about Journey. We want to see pictures. We want you to go and report back to us. I think you're the only one of our group going, maybe. So I think so. You got to report back. You have to go. You have to report back to us. You're gonna love it. But one of the moms asked, could her daughter send out like Valentine's and different things? Well, her daughter sent a card to my son this week, and mom sent something for, look at this. This is what I just got in the mail this week. Look, I got a hung bow. And they are cute. They are so stinking cute. So I had to show y'all. And she sent me 5, which is awesome. Are they so cute? I didn't buy any myself, but these are awesome. I will hopefully use them in my classroom within the next week. But I think they are just precious. Y'all, that made my day yesterday. A few of you know I've been going through something with our family, and so I've been a little worried this week. So this was a great surprise and cheered me up. thankfully, it's better now. But yeah. So these were just really cute. Thanks, Cindy. I know, and they're like a really good size. Like you can see my hand. So they're a really good size. My cell phone might be a better one. They're like less than a cell phone. So they're really good, perfect, like small prop size. I had gotten, where is he? She. I got this to use. She had a dress on, a really pretty Chinese embroidered looking dress that my daughter took off and lost right after I got it. But I had her in class the other day, and my student said, "What's her name?" And I said, "Well, she doesn't have a name yet." And she said, she kind of looked at me and I said, "Would you like to give her a name?" So this is officially Dumpling, because that's what they eat. A lot of them eat this time of the year. So the student named my little rat Dumpling. She looks cuter with her dress on, I promise, but her name is Dumpling. She is, oh my gosh, y'all, she is so soft. I've used her so many times already this week. So she's cute. I thought it was sweet that my student, and she was a new to me student. I had not even taught her before, but she wanted to ask me questions. Yes, her name is Dumpling, which I thought was perfect. What's funny is on here is all written in, I know you can't really read it, but it's all written in Chinese. And my daughter said, "What does it say? Why is it Chinese?" I got it on Amazon. It was $16. I just typed in Chinese New Year rats, stuffed rats, or something like that. And I got it on Amazon. And but all the writing's in Chinese. My daughter has seen enough Chinese around here. Obviously, she's seen my cup that says Lao Shi, teacher. And then she's seen this. I had this up right at Chinese New Year that just says Happy New Year. And so she noticed, now my daughter's 4, and she realized that this writing, that's upside down, this writing is in Chinese. She asked me, "What does the Chinese say?" So I thought that was so funny. Obviously, it's just washable instructions, but it was funny. I think it's great that my 4-year-old recognizes that that's another language and what language it is. So anyway, that's about all I have, I think. I feel like I'm kind of like scattered and, like I said, drained. My kids are still asleep. They've been sleeping in a lot lately. I don't even care. My son hates it. Have you ever known a child, a 10-year-old boy, to hate sleeping in? He gets so mad every day when he wakes up, and it's like 9:30 when he wakes up. I'm like, dude, you're heading into puberty. You get used to it. He gets so mad. He's always been an early riser, and he likes to get up while I'm still working and play his tablet, because at 9:30 he's supposed to shower and start his schoolwork. That's when his day starts. So when he gets up at 9:30, he gets all mad that he can't play on his tablet and relax in the mornings. I'm thinking, you slept. That's relaxing, but that's how he is. No, Kelly, your boy is not the only weird one. My son is very weird. He also has this thing, and I was telling Marianne last night in the middle of the night when we were talking. He has to give a play-by-play of what he's doing. Like, for instance, when we clean his pet, he literally will like repeat over and over the steps on what we do to clean the pet. We're going to do this, and then this, then this. We're going to do this, then this, and this. I'm like, stop. I don't like play-by-plays. It's fine once, but he keeps going and on and on. So no, he's definitely weird. But I love him. Amanda, my kids have been coming home from school and falling asleep. They are still going, oh, I'm sorry they don't feel well. I'm hoping these two stay well, because, the only stuff we go to are with, like, homeschooling groups and karate and gymnastics, and I had to buy a planner. I have so much going on with my kids' schooling that I had to buy a planner. I kind of liked it better when I didn't have to leave the house most days. But now, like, Wednesdays is karate, Fridays is gymnastics, Friday is homeschool group, Wednesdays are parties. In a couple weeks, we're going to Defy on a Wednesday. It's like, oh my gosh. So much. My kids don't like it though because they used to have gymnastics and karate both on Wednesdays. We'd have one class, we'd have an hour break and have another class. And we would go get something from the bakery. There's 2 doors down from their gym. Of course, work out and then go eat junk, right? But now with our schedule changing, we don't have to do that. And yes, and homeschool is not just staying home. Well, we did for a while. When I first started homeschooling, I went for a while when I have a car. And so we had to stay home all the time. And that drove me nuts too. So I'm kind of in between on that. But what I don't love is when they schedule the parties and stuff for like earlier than 10 a.m. because you're cutting into my teaching them because I'm going to have to either get up earlier to shower because I haven't showered yet today. It's Violet. So, So yeah. So I have to get up really early and shower before I teach or I'm going to have to close classes. I don't like when they schedule stuff too early. I'm cool with 10 or after. Preferably after. But when they start scheduling stuff really early, it's like, really? Oh yeah, they got a field trip to Sweet Frog, which is a frozen yogurt place. Amanda, I do love what I do. I do love homeschooling them. My son is a very independent learner, so I don't have to be very hands-on with him. My daughter, I'm unschooling for now. She learns more when I don't try to push her into learning than if I try to. She's only 4. So again, she's just pre-K. She's just more learning through play and all. But she's learned so much more on her own, asking questions and just doing it herself. I've told y'all before, she's very independent. Than if I tried to focus and force her to learn. So for now, she's doing that and she's liking that. She likes that I'm not forcing her, but then every day we do something educational. Cindy, I took my shower last night before classes. Showers are hard with VIPKid. They are very hard with VIPKid. My hair, I took my shower before I taught last night too. I showered at 6 p.m. before I cooked supper last night. And I just let my hair dry on its own, which is why it's kind of curly and wavy today. But this is me working and then sleeping. You see how oily it gets? When I sleep, I like to be completely covered up to here. And when I'm completely covered up to here, then I sweat and my hair gets oily. So I showered last night, but I'll still look like this by morning because I slept. Yeah, Amanda, I do too. I generally, unless I have somewhere to go, I don't take my shower till later because I'm going to work that night and I don't want to look rough by night. So I shower after class, put a shower cap on and wait to wash till night to wash my face and I don't have to redo my hair and makeup. That's a good idea too, Kelly. I don't do makeup. Obviously, I need to probably, but the only thing I do is lips. But yeah, I can't shower at night and go like off the next day. My hair looks bad. Like I said, this has not even been 24 hours from my last shower. And it's like really, if you feel it, it's really, especially right here, it's like really oily and greasy. So I'll shower again before we go to gymnastics today. Told y'all my daughter moved up in her gymnastics class. Well, she wasn't sure at first about her teacher, and then she tried to play him. And she was like doing this to the other students in the class when he wasn't looking, and she was acting like she didn't know how to do stuff. And so I told him at the end of that class, I said, she's playing you. You're going to have to be straight. And he goes, okay. So this past week, it was so funny. At one point, she did something when he had his back turned and he heard her and he saw her. And he got up close to her and he did his really stern, and she tried to sass him for a second, and he got really stern. And after that, she straightened up the rest of the class. She just needs to know who's boss. I was my hair about 2 times. You only wash your hair about 2 times a week. It only takes forever to dry. You have thick hair though. Okay, so my hair is so thin. Like so thin. It only has any body at all if I let it curl. Like if it's straight, it's just like this. It just doesn't have anything to it. It is very, very, very thin, very fine. hairdressers love it because it takes curl easily. It's easy to style. It lasts forever, but it is very, very thin. I can tell your hair's thick in videos. Like Amanda, it looks thick. And Kelly's hair looks thick too. But yeah. So Janie showers at night too. Yeah, it is. It's part of this VIPKid stuff. Like you have to just whenever you can. Nobody wants to get up super duper early to shower before they teach. So everybody showers at night. But like I said, yeah, I usually shower, teach, sleep, teach, and then go about my day and start and shower again. So it goes repeats. Mine's like afternoons, sometimes nights, sometimes mornings. It is. I have to get it thinned out when I get it cut. Okay. So see, I have to get my hair cut so that it looks thicker than it is. My hair is so fine. Like literally they'll say it's baby fine hair. And it's thicker now than it was when I was younger. When I was younger, it was even worse. But that's why I get it like layered. I don't know if you can tell. You can't really tell right now, but it's actually got layers in it. But that's to make it look thicker. And then if I want it to really look thick, I'll just curl it and scrunch it and curl it. And then it's like, whoa. Do that on like rainy days. It makes more sense to me. Oh, we've devolved and spent 20 extra minutes I didn't mean to spend. All right. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to head out and either lay down or maybe I'll shower. I don't know. Or get something to eat. I have not eaten today. This was my between classes snack when I got hungry and I did not finish it. Off-brand Fruit Loops. Woohoo. Something I could throw in my mouth between classes. Yes, thank y'all for coming. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I will see y'all soon. Bye. Really? There it goes.